Wait, what is this? In early summer, I ran into Caleb, someone I hadn't seen in ages, at an old general store that was about to shut down. It felt like stepping back in time, but I couldn't help notice how some things had changed quietly. Huh? Why? Okay, let's do this now. So is this before death, Caleb? A gentle, warm breeze caresses my cheeks as late spring turns into early summer. The air is imbued with tranquility. I gather my courage and enter the old familiar grocery store before me. When I was in school, Caleb and I would visit this place every day after class. Now it's empty. Yesterday, I passed by and discovered the owner was preparing to close down this old store. Upon hearing the news, indescribable melancholy washed over me. It's as if some of my cherished memories were about to lose the tangible proof of their existence. So I decided to volunteer and help clean up the store. Outside, the sudden noise of a plane passing by reaches my ear, but I only catch a glimpse of a long contrail. I wonder what Caleb is doing right now. Caleb and I haven't seen each other ever since we parted ways in Skyhaven. Oh, is this before? Oh, okay, so this one is before the one we just did. Okay. I wish they would put these in context, but whatever. Okay. So I think I'm going backwards in time, which is fine. I just didn't know that was the way I was supposed to do it. The counter displays outdated comic books and stationery. Behind the shelves is a door that leads to a garden. Sunlight filters past the half-closed door. There's a distinct beam of light cutting through the dimly lit store. Even the endless summers haven't changed. Caleb, there's a garden behind the small store. Can you believe it? Look at these hydrangeas. These hydrangeas are so pretty.
Ah, これは確かエンドレスサマーっていうアジサイだ。
Endless summer. Huh? That's a weird name.
咲いてる時期が長いから夏が終わらないでほしいって願いが託されてるのかもな。
Carrying a storage box, I move to the shelves in the back. A few thick art books are neatly arranged on the top row. There's so much dust here. The heavy shelf abruptly creaks, and because of the uneven distribution of weight, it teeters precariously. I push it back to return it to its original spot. Huh? Suddenly, an arm reaches out from behind and effortlessly pushes the heavy shelf back. I quickly turn around. Caleb?
そんなやり方で整理してたら腕が何本あっても足りなそうだ。
Caleb silently lowers his head as he looks at me. Instead of stepping back, he doesn't move. I'm trapped between him and the shelf. A subtle, ineffable awkwardness envelops the air. I struggle to look him in the eye. Dust particles dance in the glaring light. I avert my eyes from it, and in doing so, I avoid Caleb's grave. Why are you back in Lincoln?
出張で通りかかってな。
Oh, what a coincidence. His arm slowly returns to his side, and there's just enough space for me to move away. It's then that I notice he's not wearing a uniform. A small suitcase sits at his feet. I'm reminded of how he used to appear when he returned home for summer break. It's as if he'll be leaving again after a few days. When are you returning to Skyhaven? The question, which escapes me countless times before, slips out once again. However, the passage of time has changed the context surrounding it. And the Caleb standing before me, rendered silent by my words, isn't who he used to be.
なんだ、戻ってきたばっかりなのに、もうそんなこと聞くのか?
That's not what I...
お前のマンションはここから結構遠くなかったか? どうしてここに?
if you really want to know, I happened to pass by. Realizing that the same reason may come across as a lie, I add more to my explanation. I happened to be passing by when I found out the owner was planning to close down the store. I figured I should help out.
お前、小さい頃、上の方の本が取れなかったけど、大きくなっても取れないんだな。
Oi, I'm not Smolge! How dare bloody giants making... I'm not Smolge! Okay, but I couldn't reach the second shelf back then. Now it's the one at the very top that's giving me trouble. My tendency to correct Caleb makes him chuckle. He reaches out to toss on my hair.
棚もお前と一緒に背が伸びたのかな?
The outstretched hand stops moving when it's close to me. Eventually, it reaches past me to grab an art book from the top shelf.
整理するんだろ? 一緒にやるよ.
He pauses for a moment, as if he just remembered my question earlier.
転業には明日の朝戻る.
In the narrow aisle between the shelves, Caleb is behind me. He busies himself. All my thoughts are focused on him, and the incessant I don't know how to say this word. Cacophony? Cacophony? What is this word? I've never heard this word in my life. I mean, I can probably guess what this means. Harsh, discordant mixture of sounds. Ah. Oh, cacophony! Okay, I've heard this word before. I just never read it. I've never read this word. I've only heard it. Yeah, a loud group of things. Cacophony. I have heard cacophony before. I've just never read the word before, which is surprising because usually I've read words before but not seen or heard it said, and that's usually my problem. So something, incessant cacophony of cicadas chirps add to my restlessness. I wonder what he's been up to while we were away from each other. As I put a stack of toys into a cardboard box, a small model fighter jet unexpectedly tumbles to the floor. Caleb picks it up first.
�Ｆ𝒖26 覚えてるか? お前に話したことあるよな。俺が初めて操縦した機体はこれなんだ。
Of course I remember, but even before that... Look at the plane on TV, it's so cool. It flies really fast and zooms past the clouds.
𝒖26だ。気に入ったのか? 兄ちゃんは将来その飛行機を操縦する。
In my Nii-chan's future. So that is his real arm at this period in time? No. That is, so this is right before the fake arm, how do you say? So the last card takes place right after this, I think. Because we're finally talking again in the second card, in the first card, so. I'm guessing that's how it goes. I think we're doing a reverse of time instead of going with time. Because I'm dumb and did it wrong. Will it take you away, like swish and you're gone?
バカだな。その時になったらお前も一緒に連れて行くさ。お前の行きたいところに行こう。
So I'm guessing that his mechanical arm actually has a flesh tube, I guess? Rip Grandma's house, right? This plane is no longer being manufactured, and you've gone from being a pilot to a colonel now. He looks down and places the toy fighter jet into the storage box.
どういう立場でも思い通りにいかない時はあるな。
Huh. Wait, so I guess he really is a colonel for the fleet, but also, I'm not quite sure what's going on. Our conversation abruptly ends. Once again, our surroundings are engulfed by a quietness accompanied by loud cicada chirps. Do you feel hot? I'm gonna go get some soda. There's only one bottle of soda left in the cooler by the door. Its vibrant orange color can make anyone think think about its delightful sweetness. Caleb, it's so hot today. Can I have some soda?
ダメだ。この前腹が痛いって騒いでただろ。飲ませたら俺がまたばあちゃんに叱られる。
Soda actually makes stomach aches better though. But that was a few days ago. Look, I'm fine. What happened before doesn't matter. I want soda. I want it.
わかったわかった。袖を引っ張るな。はい。半分だけだぞ。それ以上はダメだからな。
Yay! You're the best, Caleb. I really need to go through these in Japanese later on. Wait, what? Oh my god, the cooler makes me pay for it. That's cool. Here you go.
ずいぶん時間かかったな。
Not me looking at Onii-chan's butt, but he's too tall, so I can't actually look at his butt correctly. He turns around. He's holding a box of candies that's wrapped in gaudy retro packaging.
この百味キャンディー、びっくりすることに賞味期限がまだ切れてないんだ。
I remember... Oh, that's not me.
お前はいつも変な味を引くのが怖くて、毎回食べるのをためらってたよな。
Kids are always like that. They're brave because of their curiosity, or hesitate to try out new things because they're afraid of the unknown. Ah! Okay. I just like closed my thing, trying to look at other stuff. Got it?
ここに子供はいない。食べるか？
No. These candies aren't exactly tasty.
お前が食べないなら一人で食べる。
Hey!
一つ選んでくれ。
Now I'm hungry. I take out a corky and hold it. Caleb leans in, his lips brushing against my finger. Oh my lord. How is it?
すごく苦い。薬なんかより全然。
Then why did you even bother? You already knew it was bad. He lifts the soda bottle. He opens it, and the straw wobbles.
大丈夫だ。お前に甘いものをもらったからな。
I don't think that's how it works. Early summer afternoons tend to stretch on, as if time itself can linger in one place. Now that the shop is clean, Caleb and I push open the door which leads to the garden.
久しぶりに来たけど、ここの花は変わらないな。
Clusters of blue violet, endless summers bloom. Yet the overgrown vines and leaves show no one has been taking care of them.
でも、なんか昔より伸び放題って感じだ。ホース探してくる。
Why hose? Wouldn't you need a hoe instead?
聖空広場に新しい射撃場ができたらしいよ。後で一緒に行ってみない？
Caleb returns with a hose before I can decline Tara's offer.
何かあったのか？
A colleague asked if I wanted to hang out at 𝑨𝒅𝒅 later.
なら、俺は今から天行に戻ってもいい。お前を聖空広場まで送ってから戻る。
He declares this as if he's preemptively answering my multiple choice question. I'm not even planning to leave. Why is he deciding for me? Yeah, why are you deciding for me?
俺を同僚に会わせたくないのか?
I don't respond and bend down to turn on the water. Water droplets splash his chin. They cascade and eventually find their way to the necklace hanging around his neck. I look up and make eye contact with him. I'm not leaving. Don't give me that face. Aren't we going to water the flowers? Caleb is unable to respond to my question. A resigned smile tugs at the corner of his mouth. He stoops down to adjust the water flow. When he gets up and meets my gaze again, his expression is noticeably softer.
まあまあ、睨まないでくれよ。水をやるんだろ?
The moist soil carries a distinct fragrance. Meanwhile, the flower bed, having been nourished by the water, displays a renewed vibrancy. Our earlier spat seemingly disappeared like the water that the flowers absorbed. The blue-violet flowers bloom in the garden, yet in the corner is a white, endless summer. It stands alone. I only recall purple and blue endless summers growing here. I don't think I've ever seen this white one before.
元気がなさそうだ。もっとちゃんと手入れしてやらないといけ。
Oh no. I lean in closer to look at it. I notice the glossy white hue peeking through the sepal. Sepal? This flower isn't in full bloom yet. Oh, I need to you know what I haven't done? Water my plants. Oh shit. Sorry, 1 second, Caleb. My plants. My babies, I'm sorry. Please don't die. Because mom's so bad at, doing things. Like remembering to water you guys. Hopefully that's enough water. Okay. Oh my god! Yes, I know! Oh my god, my poor babies! They're still alive. They're just a little, gray. They'll be better now. Thankfully, they're succulents, so they only need to be watered maybe once or twice a month, so. Still. I think it's been, quite a while since I last watered them, so. Upon hearing the sound, I turn around. Caleb looks away from me. Did you just take a picture of it? Or did you take a picture of me?
毎日天井の鉄の塊と一緒にいるとなかなか見れないから。時々夢の中でも艦船の轟音や警報音が聞こえるんだ。
The corners of Caleb's mouth suddenly tense. His brow furrows for only a moment. Once again, sunlight shines down between us at an angle. His hand is only centimeters away from mine. When are you coming back? A shout prevents Caleb from answering. I guess someone wants to buy something. I'll talk to them. She's a regular at the store. She holds my hand and gives me heartfelt words to relay to the owner. Maybe the reluctance to say goodbye to places that hold cherished memories is a feeling all humans have. I return to the store. Aside from the faint cicada chirps, a strange quietness envelops the area. Okay, what's wrong with you? Did you fall asleep in the 5 seconds I was away? What the hell?
一人にしないでくれ。
What are you doing?
ごめんな。驚かせて。
He was about to kiss me. We're not there yet, Caleb. You don't get to kiss me yet. I'm still upset with you. He's sleeping by the white flowers he likes. Yeah, it seems like it.
見せてくれ。
Did you have a nightmare?
目を閉じるな。
Are those drawings we made? Oh. Oh shit. Okay. Whew. Whew. I am blowing. Whew. Skip. I can't do it.
でも天井にエンドレスサマーはない。
Take some cuttings and make it on your balcony or something. I don't know. You can grow them. You've got a huge place where you can put them. I don't know, man. Guy, like... Hey, Finn! How are you doing? Hope you're doing okay. We're just dating my brother. But, who knows? Who knows? If we're actually gonna date him, because he pisses me off so much. The ceiling light bathes the space in a hazy yellow glow. It's already nighttime. With the store's key twirling around my finger, I can't help but ask him something. Caleb, where are you going to spend the night at? He pauses for raising his chin towards the small suitcase tucked away in the corner.
もう遅いからここで寝る。出発は明日の朝だからな。
You're going to the doctor's? I hope the doctor's appointment is good times. Or at least as good times as it can be. Then I'm not going home. I want to stay in the store a bit longer. After all, I might not be able to come back here in the future. The gentle night breeze accompanies us at the garden door. As the garden door is open, side by side, we lie down on the floor. We're enveloped by the sight of endless summers and the night sky. Look, I'm just saying, they're very young. I wouldn't be sleeping on the floor. I would find somewhere to sleep that wasn't the floor. Caleb and I don't speak. Minutes pass by. Caleb is the first one to break the silence.
お前と一緒に床で寝るなんてかなり久しぶりだな。あの時お前は枕を抱えていきなりやってきた。でもお前は虫除けスプレーの匂いが嫌だからってかけたがらなくて。
And I woke up itching like crazy the next day. I had mosquito bites all over my body. His laughter quickly dissipates in the darkness. Caleb, it's almost like you have a photographic memory. Caleb's face is obscured from where I am, but I can hear him quietly turn so he faces me. Do you remember how many days have passed since we said goodbye in Sunhaven? How long has it been since we last saw each other? You told me to eat well and take good care of myself, and you asked if I would miss you. You also snuck that make-up coupon into my pocket. Caleb, if we hadn't met up here, would you have not come back to see me?
お前は俺に来てほしいか、それとも来てほしくないか。
I want you to answer my question first.
じゃあ会ってない間、お前は俺のことを思い出したことあるか。 何回思い出した。俺がお前に会いたいって思った時、お前も俺に会いたかったのか。
The lingering fragrance of flowers permeates the night's stillness. Caleb patiently waits for my response, or maybe he doesn't need me to answer. Time passes. Slowly he reaches out to me, and his dry palm touches the back of my hand. That's not a fair question, bro. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Oh, wait, no, I just missed it. His hand moves from my wrist to my arm. It goes to my shoulder, my neck, and then my cheek. Caleb's warm palm moves up as he closes the distance between us. When our foreheads touch, I hear him. It's almost like he's sighing. How could I not come, eh? Sorry. I'm so sorry. Caleb. I failed to find the perfect words again, but it doesn't seem to matter anymore. The necklace, warmed by his body, slips away from his neck. The apple gracefully lands in my palm. The following day is still greeted by nice weather. With everything packed, Caleb and I step out of the grocery store. He holds the white endless summer from yesterday. Are you taking it with you, Caleb?
Ah. 天行に持って帰って育てたい。
Won't that make her Skyhaven's first endless summer? Caleb lowers his gaze.
俺のだ。
Oh? He raises his head and makes eye contact with me.
満開になったらきっと綺麗だ。
With your care, I'm sure she'll be blooming for a long, long time, like all those other endless summers.
ああ。ずっと咲き続けるさ。
Caleb softly repeats my words. I glance back at the store. The small door resembles a picture frame that has captured all the endless summers within the scenery. And so another summer has begun. So I guess now we're fully talking to him. So this was the one right after he betrayed me. I mean, lied to me and did things like drug me. And then after that, we talked to him every single day because apparently we couldn't stay away from him. Today, Caleb gets to lean on me for a change. Okay, what time is it? Oh, we have time for another one. I wanted to do as much of the 5 stars as I could. I wanted to do all 4 of them, but we might only be able to do 3. We'll see. Yeah, this is the one that I'm going to do now, I think. Hidden Waves. All right. So I think we're going backwards in time. So Painful Signal is the most recent, and Endless Summer happened right after the last story. And I'm guessing Hidden Waves, possibly these 2 happen during the actual oh, what do they call it? During the actual thing, I guess, during the actual story. I thought you were still recovering, so you wouldn't be able to meet up this time.
ああ、なかなか会う機会なかったからな。お前、ハンターになってからずっと忙しそうだし。
Don't worry, I'll come back to Skyhaven when I get the chance. Oh, yeah, so this happens before we find out that Onii-chan's a little bitch. Possibly. It's already midnight when we leave the cafe. I finish catching up with two friends I hadn't seen in a long time. As the rain falls, I rummage through my bag for an umbrella and my phone.
話に夢中になってたら遅くなっちまったな。最近タクシーの数も減ってるってのに。
Crap! I quickly see several missed calls from Caleb on my phone screen. I promised Caleb I'd be home before 12 when I left.
どうしたの?
Can I stay over at your place tonight?
家に怖いものでもあるの? そんな不安そうな顔して。
俺がいるからだろ。
Oh no. Hi, Nii-chan. His umbrella is already above my head before he's standing right before me.
今夜の転業士は物騒だ。送っていこうか。
いえ、大丈夫です。私はすぐそこのマンションに住んでいるので。
俺も近くなんで、お構いなく。
お兄さんが迎えに来たけど、それでもうちに泊まる?
No, it's okay.
じゃあ、もう行くね。
またな。
Do they not know my Nissan is... Well, I guess they would not have been privy to the fact that my Nissan died in the first place, so... Yeah, you guys should be worried. He's a bit possessive. Caleb, I wasn't ignoring your calls on purpose. I was chatting with my friends and didn't notice my phone was ringing.
あ、そうみたいだな。お前はコーヒーを3杯も頼んで、確かに時間を忘れるくらい話に夢中になってた。
How do you know that I ordered 3 Oh my god. Stalker behavior, guys. Stalker fucking behavior right now. When did you get here? And why didn't you go inside the cafe?
お前が楽しそうに笑ってたから邪魔したくなかった。
Seeing how drenched his shoulders are, I feel even more guilty. He must have been standing outside for a long time. You didn't have to come pick me up. I could have gone home by myself or just stayed.
お前はここにも家があるだろ。
Don't give me that face.
それに転業士はお前が思ってる以上に危険なんだ。
Isn't this place safe with the guards on patrol?
彼らはせいぜい自分の命を守ることくらいしかできない。
He leads me to the car. The rain becomes heavier. Its pitter-pattering irritates me for some reason.
俺が迎えに行かなかったら、お前は友達の家に泊まったんだろう。それから、可愛いスタンプ付きのメッセージを俺に送って、自分が悪かったって謝る。それを送信し終えたら、お前は返信を見る気もなく、スマホを放り出して寝る。次の日になって、俺の怒りが収まるか、俺が艦隊の任務で留守にするタイミングを見計らって、こっそり家に帰って、何もなかったかのように振る舞う。
He goes through my plan with impeccable accuracy. My face is flushed as I feel I should defend myself. Okay, but...
車に乗れ。外は冷える。
I don't like this Onii-chan. This Onii-chan frustrates me. Inside the car, Caleb switches on the air conditioning, and once it starts moving, I open my mouth. Caleb, I'm an adult. I have stuff to do, and I'm a hunter. I know how to protect myself.
警備員がパトロールしてることは知ってるみたいだが、彼らの仕事がどれだけいい加減か知らないんだろ。
I've been defending myself all this time without you. Shut the fuck up. Right, only you are the epitome of dedication, hard work, Colonel. Annoyed, I say these words before looking out the window. A cool sensation hits my face as Caleb's finger touches the area below my eye. Confused by this unexpected touch, I turn my head.
泣いてるかと思った。
I'm not. Besides, this isn't the first time we've argued.
じゃ、帰る途中で寝るなよ。
Why should I listen to you?
寝る前の記憶は睡眠によって深まるんだ。俺は今嫌な真昼だろ。
Iyano Mahiru. Oh, that means you'll end up as Caleb the annoying lord who deserves to be hated when I wake up. Cause I already kind of, you piss me off so much, Onii-chan, like seriously. You're like hot and cold all the time, and like legitimately, you're so possessive, and you like follow me around, and like that's cool sometimes. But man, you're like, you're all up in my shit, Nii-chan. Like, back off a little bit, please. He uses the turn signal without really answering my question.
艦隊はまだ情報を規制してるが、明日にはニュースになるさ。
I guess it was something unusual. That explains it. If nothing happened, you wouldn't be acting weird, right?
普段と違うのか?
Yes. Think whatever you want. I lean back against the seat. As I watch the scenery outside glide past me, my eyelids grow heavier and heavier. Wait, why did his voice get really low? A world built on ruins is an illusion. It was in ruins before, which means it can be destroyed again. Caleb's voice is hard to make out. Hard to make out reaches me. A ruined world doesn't deserve you. What are you saying? I wake up. Sunlight streams in through the partially closed curtains. It's already a new day? Memories flood my mind as I recall everything that happened after Caleb picked me up last night. He told me to check the news today. I immediately grab my phone. There's a headline about the tragic death of a fleet officer who was attacked by a wanderer while on his way home. So that's why Caleb was in a rush to take me home. Was I too mean to him last night? I don't think we were too mean to him last night, myself. Can you apologize to Caleb for me? Why hasn't anyone developed an AI that can apologize on another person's behalf? I think they have. You just have to program it better. I get out of bed, and after freshening up, I knock on the door to Caleb's room. I don't get a response. Did he go out? He's still in his room? Caleb, are you there? Just as I'm about to knock again, my phone suddenly buzzes. I'm home, not feeling well, so I'm going to rest. How come? Are you sick? It's just a fever. I'll be fine after sleeping for a bit. What's your temperature? Open the door and let me look at you. I'm fine, don't worry. I'm worried. Wake up. Let me in. Oh no, I'm stuck. I turn the doorknob only to find the door is locked. Caleb, you don't have to hide because of fever. Why did you lock the door? I don't hear any noise coming from inside his room. Caleb, are you still mad at me? I want to apologize, but we need to talk face to face. Open the door so I can see so you can see how sincere I am. It's then that I hear Caleb's voice. I've never heard him sound so exhausted before. It's as if he'd been drained of all his strength. Concerned, I knock on the door again. Caleb, open the door. I haven't finished reading a book. I almost forgot I left it in your room. There are rustling sounds on the other side of the door. As soon as he opens the door, I try to squeeze in through the gap. However, Caleb stands in the way. He pushes me out while shoving a book into my hands.
これだろ。持っていけ。もうノックするな。
As I approach him, I immediately sense the heat that's radiating from his body. However, he swiftly grabs my hand when I try to touch his forehead. Did you get sick because you waited for me outside the cafe and got caught in the rain? He like flicks his chin like Raphael does, and it annoys me.
お前は関係ない。薬は飲んだからすぐ治る。
It has nothing to do with you, is what he said. At least don't lock the door. Let me in so I can take care of you.
俺がこんな些細なことでギブアップしてるとこ見たことあるか？自分の世話くらい自分でできる。
This is my thing. I can deal with it.
お前は
kind of
自
thing.
分のことで忙しいんだろ。俺に構うな。
Caleb! I make another desperate attempt to push past Caleb and enter the bedroom, but the door closes right in front of me. Huh. Let's see how long you can keep this tough guy act. I've been racking my brain since noon. I come up with countless excuses to convince Caleb to unlock the door, but it's all in vain. Night falls in the blink of an eye. Carrying some food back home, I head to the kitchen. I'm going to cook a meal for him. For some reason, a heaviness lingers in my heart. Cold water rushes down my hand. I realize that this experience is somewhat unfamiliar to me. Caleb is staying at home while I take care of things around the house. And when I turn on the faucet, his hand would usually reach out and pull me away from the table. Holding a tray with a bowl of porridge, I make my way to Caleb's room. Unsurprisingly, the door is still locked. Standing before the door, I gently knock on it. Caleb, I made you some food. No noise comes from the other side of the door. I got scratched by a stray cat when I was outside earlier. It hurts. Can you open the door and help me check it?
お前、野良猫に好かれてるんだろ。
Re-
嘘をつく前に自分の今までの発言をおさらいした方がいいな。
Using a lot more force, I knock on the door again and again. If I had a fever and locked myself in my room, you would have already kicked the door down. Why can't I do the same for you? Caleb, you're the epitome of double standards in Skyhaven. I will see you today. I'll just pick the lock if you keep the door shut.
人に物を頼むときはもっと優しく話しましょう。
Shut up, robot. The heavy door quietly stands before me. It's as if it will never open. Caleb, what are you afraid of? No response. Sighing, I put down the tray. In the dark corner, I crouch down and place my hand on the door between us. In the silence, a soft click reaches my ears. I quickly stand up and turn the doorknob. The door opens. Caleb lies down on the bed. He speaks in a hoarse and resigned manner.
俺は大丈夫だって言っただろう。お前に嘘はつかない。
But you kept yourself locked inside. I was worried about you. Also, that voice is very scratchy. I like this. I like this. A chuckle tinged in self-mockery escapes him.
こんな様子をお前に見せたら、もうお前の前でヒーローぶれないだろ。
Idiot. Do you really have the energy to joke when you sound like that? I sit down at the edge of the bed. Caleb turns over, but he's facing away from me. I reach out to touch his forehead. You're still hot. If only you hadn't picked me up last night.
お前は関係ないって言っただろ。この頃忙しくて疲れが溜まってたんだ。
I can't help but touch his cheek. first things first. Eat this porridge. I also have meds for your fever. Where's the thermometer? Let me check your temperature.
これまでもお前に命令されたことはあるけど、今回ばかりは言うことを聞きたくないな。
I take his temperature. 39.2 degrees Celsius. You still have a fever. Right now, you have no choice but to.
朝よりだいぶ良くなった。嘘だったら針1000本飲んでやる。
You're a champ at acting tough, I'll give you that.
俺がいつお前に嘘をついた？
His voice is deeper, and for a moment, I don't know how to respond. Instead of saying something, I move the pillow to let him sort of sit up in bed. Holding the bowl, I stir the porridge that's still hot.
思い浮かばないのか？
Because there's a lot I could say, and by the time I'm done, the porridge would have gotten cold.
伝教師の学校に通うことになった時、俺は毎週電話をかけるって約束しただろう。その約束を破ったことはあるか？
I do like that he made himself like sound sick though. That's like a really good like thing that they have. I wonder if they did it in English as well, but I'm not gonna check. With my head lowered, I continue stirring.
小さい頃からお前がおもちゃが欲しい、食べたいものがあるって言えば、俺は必ず見つけてきた。違うか？
Enough with the small talk. Caleb, you said you'd never hurt me.
俺のしてることがお前を傷つけてるのか？
Yeah, kind of, actually. Your inability to believe I can protect myself hurts me. Yeah, actually, yeah. That's like the biggest thing that pisses me off about you. Not gonna lie. Also, locking yourself in your room and not letting me see you when you're sick is hurting yourself, which indirectly hurts me. Why aren't you saying anything? If you think I'm wrong, feel free to correct me. He's still silent, like a fragile snail, as it retreats into its protective shell. I hold out the bowl of porridge for him. Eat. If you don't finish it by today, I'll bug you again tomorrow.
看病を楽しんでるみたいに見えるな。
He points at the bowl. Sorry. I'm getting upset with him. Caleb finishes the porridge and takes his medicine. I remain by his side and watch over him until the moon rises. Drowsiness washes over me. I struggle to stay awake. I prop my chin up on my hand.
眠いか？
A little. I'll return to my room once your fever's gone down.
ここで少し寝るか？
I stop rubbing my eyes once he says that. With my eyes half closed, I see he's making space for me on the bed. Scoot over some more.
布団もっと分けてやろうか？
Wrapping the blanket around me, I drape my arm over Caleb to ensure he's still covered. I want more of the pillow, too.
俺は病人だぞ。ひどいな。
I rest my head on his right arm while Caleb leans against the headboard. He gazes down at me.
最後にお前をこんな風に見たのは。
Oh, how come I don't remember?
お前は寝てたからな。
Huh?
よだれを垂らして夢の中でどんなうまいものを食ってるのかすごく気になった。
Caleb, I think you'll look super handsome when you're quiet. Why don't you try shutting up for once? Yeah, actually me, yeah.
はいはい。
Finally, a faint smile appears on his face. He smooths out my hair as his gaze finds its way back to me. Feeling slightly awkward, I look away from his face. Instead, I focus on his slender neck until I see a silver chain. The necklace I gave him securely hangs from his neck and touches his chest. Before me lies Caleb, the person I can't be any more familiar with, yet somehow he feels like a stranger.
お前に言いたいことがある。
I avoid his gaze as if I was caught red-handed. I'm listening.
仲直りしよ
What do you mean?
う。昨日口喧嘩しただろ。忘れたか？
I didn't, but
昔と同じようにすぐ仲直りするんだ。
you know what would help? If you wouldn't argue with me every fucking time we talk, Caleb. You still haven't told me why you refused to let me in, and why you changed your mind. You're scared, right? You're afraid I'll see your weakness.
俺の弱い部分を見たいのか？これだ。
So you have a fever when your ears are red? Let's go with that.
そういうことにしておく。
Check his temperature. Okay. Do brothers and sisters sleep like this though? Just saying.
昔俺がお前にしたみたいに。
Caleb, what can I do to make you feel better?
昔お前が風邪をひいて寂しいからって俺に歌わせたことがあったな。
You want me to sing for you?
でも気に入らなかったのか手で俺の口を塞いだ。
I'm not singing for you. Oh my god, I have to sing for him. La 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 la. Go to fuck to sleep. Did you like that?
いや、そんなこと。
Caleb, you're still messing around. You're not letting me see your weakness. Ike.
行かないでくれ。
Wait, isn't that his shirt?
弱い部分がない方がお前も安心できるだろ
I don't want to stand by you. I want to stand beside you. Behind you? Yeah. I don't want to stand behind you. I want to stand beside you.
う。感じるか？俺の弱い部分だ。
You mean your hand? The one that can't feel
彼
shit?
女はここにいる。 ずっと昔からここにいるんだ。
I'm just saying, we're supposed to be brother and sister. I don't think we should be sleeping like this. I mean, I know we're trying to not play house anymore, but I'm just saying. Like, at this point in time, we're not actually dating, me and Caleb. So we're technically still considered brother and sister. So, what the fuck, guys? Just saying. Time slips away unnoticed. Only when moonlight casts a soft glow on the wall above the bed does Caleb break the silence.
これで仲直りした。
Yeah, I guess we're not fighting anymore. Whatever. Can you forgive me?
もちろん。ただ熱が出てるだけですぐに治ると思ったんだ。
Oh, you sound better at least.
うろたえてる姿をお前に見られるのが怖かった。俺は お前を守れるってことをもう信じてもらえないんじゃないかって。
I think even with this, you can use your superpowers, so we'll be okay. I move towards him and smooth out the wrinkles on his clothes. Arguing at dawn and making up before nighttime. Caleb and I don't hold grudges overnight.
俺をこんな簡単に許さない方がいいんじゃないと何度でもこうやって確かめたくなっちまう。
Suddenly, the arms around me tightens their grip. I almost want to free myself. Yet as soon as he senses this, he holds me even tighter. He refuses to let me go. Caleb, a lot of people say the knife that hurts the most isn't wielded by your enemies. The people closest to you have it. Yeah! 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 Like, my God. We're the closest people to each other. We never hurt each other.
俺に傷つけられるのが怖いか。
Yeah, yeah, actually. Do you think you can hurt me like this?
そうだな。こんな風程度で倒れてるんだし。小さい頃、お前は風邪をひくたび、俺にわがままを言ったな。
I cup his cheek to offer him solace. I don't know if you deserve this, though. Well, Caleb's an adult now. I can also do that. Caleb holds my hand that's pressed against his cheek. The warmth from his palm flows through me. He thinks for a moment before speaking slowly.
ここに残ってほしい。ずっと俺と一緒に100年を過ごしてほしい。
I don't think we're Lemurians or aliens or ice people or any of that, so I don't know about this. Right here?
どこでも構わない。リンクでも天境でも俺のそばであれば。
But I might not live 100 years.
俺は体が丈夫だから長生きできそうだってお前はよく言ってただろ。
But we're not the same person.
ああ、確かに。なんで黙るんだ。わがままだって思ってるのか。
It's too selfish, actually. Caleb, 100 years is too long. I can't promise you that. Not yet. If a person makes a promise then breaks it, well, that's the cruelest thing anyone can do. Right, Caleb? Right, Caleb? Who breaks every single promise he gives me?
まだ返事しなくていい。でもお前のわがままは俺が叶えてやる。
I want to make a video where it's every single time Caleb has said like a promise and then he breaks it. Like, I'm this close to doing that. In fact, I'm going to write it on my ideas notepad right here to make all the time Caleb's broken promises.